I know now that self-love is the foundation of an abundant life. So let's create $1 million workspace. I recently started reading this book by Rachel Rodgers, Plan Your Year Like a Millionaire. I actually had the idea from another YouTuber, Erin on Demand. She is on a journey to make $1 million by the time she turns 31, and I decided to get on board with that because why not? So one of the precepts in this book is to actually create your $1 million workspace. And one thing for me is that I realized I never had a $1 million workspace before. So it was important for me to first declutter, but also one thing that I had to stop and do is actually create a list of what a $1 million workspace would look like for me. What did it have? What did I need? What didn't I need? Because as you can see, this is actually my crafting space. So I have lots of flower pins, lots of different rolls for pressing shirts, different types of vinyl, packaging stuff. So that's what this space was originally for. But I was like, why not turn it into my $1 million workspace? This way I can have a space that works for me, that I can focus, and that is organized. I've really been into getting organized and staying organized lately, so this was really important to me. Plus, this was literally one of the first steps in the book, and she said, do not move forward until you make this space. Now, as for me, I have yet to make $1 million, so I decided to follow instructions to a T. So I'm still working my way through this book, but so far I really enjoy it. I like it a lot, and it's actually helping me. So like I was saying, I made a list, I wrote it all out and decided what did I need. Some things that I felt that I needed were I wanted to make sure it smelled good. So I have my diffuser. You guys will see that, I guess, at some point at a later date. But I also wanted to make sure I had leg room underneath this desk. If you guys have ever seen anyone's crafting space, for the most part, to the untrained eye, it's not an organized space. So I had to literally go through everything. I had to go through all of the flower pins that were made and then check to see which ones were not made. Essentially, I almost started doing inventory, but I had to recognize I do not need a million flower pins on my desk. I don't necessarily need my glue gun, but I do need my printer. I do need pencils, I do need pens. So I can have flower pens on my desk that I will use to write with. I can have a few for aesthetic reasons, but for the most part, I just wanted to make sure if I'm going to actually make $1 million, my desk is not cluttered with things that are not necessary, that are not needed. And honestly, this was a great experience. It felt amazing to just go through things, to make decisions for myself, and to just envision the space that I'm going to make $1 million in. I think one of the things that we forget to do is actually visualize ourselves doing the things that we say we want to do. We often just say we want to do them and then wait for them to fall into our laps, but what I'm realizing is just about everything in life goes back to habits. And the habits that I'm changing now are that I'm learning to declutter. I always knew how to clean. I know how to scrub. I can clean up. I can scrub things. But to actually declutter is something that is fairly new to me. The process and the psychology behind it actually helped me to get rid of things. And I was watching a video, and one thing that they said, I can't even remember who the video was by, but there was one thing that she said that really stuck with me. It was on Instagram. She said, clutter is actually trauma made physical. And that really stuck out to me, because I decided, and I've been getting rid of things. As you'll see in the coming vlogs, I've been actually literally decluttering for, I'm gonna say, the past 6 or 7 months. But as I am healing and as I am working to better my life and better my habits and better my environment, I've been feeling the need to really get rid of things and to declutter and to open up my space, or to just let go of things. I used to have issues letting go of things, so this was actually a really good way for me to just practice getting rid of things and not holding on to things. So for me, creating my $1 million workspace had a lot more meaning than just, hey, I'm gonna make $1 million here. It's more so about the woman that I'm becoming, the woman that I am, that I'm allowing people to see, but also the woman that I'm getting to know as I grow and as I heal. So as I learn to let things go and as I learn to declutter, I'm actually enjoying my time. It doesn't feel like a chore. It doesn't feel frustrating. It just feels like it's time to let some things go. So you'll be seeing me declutter and organize different things over, I don't even know how long, but maybe the rest of our lives. We'll see. I'm adopting $1 million habits, so I'm learning to allow myself to be me, all of me, but in order to do that, I need space. I need space in order to make sure that I'm doing well, that I feel my best, that I look my best, and that I'm in spaces that I want to be. I needed a space, $1 million workspace, that motivated me to get things done, that made me feel like when I sat here, I'm not going to be distracted, and I'm not going to be stressed out or worried. I'm not going to panic about anything. I needed $1 million workspace that felt like me, but also felt like an extension of my bubble, my home, my safe space. A space where I could actually sit down and plan. That I could actually sit down and read. That I can envision my new life as I continue to grow and to elevate. A space where I felt comfortable learning things, and a space where I had actual literal physical space for me to work. That's something that's very important that is often overlooked. When I want a desk that I can actually work at, and I don't want to be constantly searching through things or moving things out of the way. I want to have my essentials. I want to be able to bring what I need, but I also wanted the space to be able to reset it each and every night, because that is a habit that I chose to adopt as well. It's an important habit to me. I'm really enjoying this process. I'm enjoying building to my $1 million. And honestly, I'm really still working my way through this book, but it's a really good book. Yeah, I highly recommend that you check it out, and I left the link to the book. It's only on Audible, so I left the link in the description below if you want to check it out. It is an affiliate link, so I do receive commission on qualifying purchases, but I definitely think that you would enjoy it just as much as I am. One of the things that she had us doing is literally writing down your broke ass thoughts. So I was writing them down. So as I had a thought, I wrote it down. And also I decided I want to have a plant in here. So after I wrote down some more of those broke ass thoughts, so that I can change them going forward, I was looking up different plants and I decided which plant I want. I have not gone to get that plant yet, but I believe I decided which plant I want, which you will see at some point. Once I get it, I will definitely show you guys, because I want more of like a succulent, something that's low maintenance, but also does not require very much light because it's kind of dark in this space. There's a space that's by the window, but my desk is not there because I wanted it to feel like I'm only at my desk. It's hard to explain, but the way I set it up is so that the room feels smaller than it actually is, so that I can focus. And I like it. It works for me. It helps me get a lot of things done, and it helps for my discipline. It helps for my strategy, and I've been getting so many things done. There's so much content that I'm going to be showing you guys very soon. So I will tell you firsthand, this $1 million workspace, it will work as long as you allow it to work for you and as long as you use it for its purpose. If you decide that, okay, I made this space, but now I'm not going to use it, or maybe you decide that you need to move it, then that's okay. If you're not going to use the space, if you're not going to use your $1 million workspace, then you might as well kiss that $1 million goodbye. Or at least that's my theory so far. I don't know. I think I'm on my way to this $1 million. I don't know about y'all, but I'm on my way. Yeah, this was just a great experience. So I was able to incorporate both my flower pens and some of the mason jars that I made for Crafts by Co. I love using them to hold the flower pens, and I also have highlighters and pencils and different things like that up here. So they are literally my decor, but also they are functional. And that's what I love about them, because if I run out of ink or if I need a pencil or anything, I can literally just reach over and grab what I need and keep it pushing. It doesn't break my stride. It doesn't break me studying, me writing, whatever it is. I already have what I need and it's right there for me, which is the beauty of actually having a workspace. Something that I feel that I didn't necessarily value as much as I could have when I was younger, but now I know that it's necessary. And having a crafting space is great. I'll actually still be able to craft here, which is something that I wanted. I decided when I was writing my list is that I wanted a space where I could still be able to craft, but I didn't necessarily want to have the stuff out all the time, because it's hard to get actual administrative work done when all of your crafting supplies are everywhere. Okay, I had these little styrofoam balls and I just decided it was time to have some fun, and I was attempting to shoot them into this bag, but it definitely took some time to get them in there, but I did it eventually. Yay me. And like I said, most crafting spaces do look kind of messy, but I'll bring out the supplies and put them away when needed. This was just a fun experience for me. I enjoyed myself thoroughly, and I hope that this inspires you to make your own $1 million workspace. I definitely highly recommend this book. Once again, the link is in the description. It is my affiliate link, so I do earn commission on qualifying purchases, but it is an amazing book regardless of if you use my link or not. I would suggest it if you desire to make $1 million. If you desire to learn how to plan in a way that will get you there, I think that this book is great because it has been opening my mind to the possibilities, and it's been showing me what I actually want out of life. It's been allowing me to use my imagination. It's been allowing me to use my imagination and to remember that anything is possible for me, just like anything is possible for you. So I hope that you enjoyed this vlog, and I hope that you decide to make your $1 million workspace so we can live abundant lives together. That's what this is all about. Follow your joy, follow your dreams, and make sure you're taking care of yourself in whatever way that looks like for you. And this was my workspace. It's cute, it's simple, it feels like me. At some point I'll have a standing desk and all the things that I desire, but this is a great start. This is a perfect start for me to get focused. So go out there and make your workspace, follow your heart, follow your dreams, and make sure you're taking care of yourself. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.